eggs for $13.99, but the original price was $18.99.
You guys, there are no eggs at the grocery store. I just talked to the grocery store attendant, and she said that there haven't been a shipment of eggs in 1 week.
Today is a day I know they are going to be $1.99 today. Oh.
As you know, lots of frustration about the soaring price of eggs, if you can even find them on store shelves. Our chief business correspondent, Rebecca Jarvis, and chief White House correspondent, Mary Bruce, join us now with the latest on the shortage. And let's start with you, Rebecca. Can you give us a reality check here on where we stand?
Yeah, well, the reality is, Robin, good morning, guys. Nice to see all of you, is that we are seeing this everywhere, from grocery stores to bakeries and diners. Both of those types of businesses use a lot of eggs, so you see it there as well. And the average price across the country right now for a dozen eggs, $4.95. That was last month. A year ago, it was $2.52, which is a stunning 96% jump over the last year. And now that's what you're paying, what the grocers pay. That's called the wholesale price, was $8.07 in the latest weekly report. Many retailers sell eggs as a loss in the hopes that you're going to come in, pick up a dozen there, and buy a few other things while you're at it. That much higher wholesale price is a signal that what you pay at the grocery store, what we all pay, it could be going higher. And of course, this is if you can find the eggs. With bird flu spreading, many egg shelves at supermarkets are empty. In the past shortages like this, Robin, they were regional, but the USDA says this time this is a nationwide thing.
Robin, can I ask a follow-up before you
go? Please.
Yeah.
Double the retail price seems way out of whack.
It might seem out of whack, George, but when you look at that wholesale prices are much higher than what people on average are paying in grocery stores. The grocers make almost nothing. They have very small margins, so they're having to increase those prices, they would say, to keep their employees, to keep more groceries on their shelves.
Yeah, I've seen some of the reports that we've had, and they show that at a bakery and how they talk about you saw their spreadsheet and the increase in prices. But, you know, of course, for families, Rebecca,
of course,
eggs are a staple.
They are a staple.
So what can they do to save?
And it's hard to get around them. But here's what you can do in order to keep them both better in your refrigerator and then find some alternatives. First of all, storage. Keep the eggs in the carton in the coldest area in the fridge. That's usually the back of your refrigerator. You know, the fancy egg holder in the door. Ignore that, because they'll go bad there.
Wow.
You can actually freeze your eggs out of their shells for up to a year. The prices, that's one thing you can do. The prices, so if they're on sale, by the way, then you can stock up and freeze them. And the prices on some family staples right now are actually heading lower. Things like milk, breakfast cereal, and bananas, which, as we've now tried, are a good swap. That's also something to look at. And then apps like Ibotta, and use your grocery store app to track prices.
But you said freeze out of the shell.
That's right. Crack them first.
Yes, crack them first. That's very important right there. Thank you, Rebecca. Let's bring back our White House correspondent, our chief White House correspondent, Mary Bruce. How the administration, Mary, how do they plan to tackle this issue that's putting a lot of pressure on American households?
Yeah, Michael, well, the president promised during the campaign that he was going to bring down prices, and he certainly is well aware that many voters supported him because of the economy. But the administration now admits this is going to take some time. Now, the president is blaming rising inflation on his predecessor. They're also blaming the Biden administration for the bird flu outbreak. Now, the Trump administration says they are working on a new strategy to fight bird flu that emphasizes vaccinations and tighter biosecurity over killing chickens, but they have yet to release the details of that new plan publicly. Now, amid all of this, several employees at USDA were caught up in these mass firings. But guys, the administration says they have been swiftly rehired.
All right. Okay, Mary, thanks very much. Thank you, Rebecca.